Hey guys, so welcome to your full body interval workout. There will be options here if you are pre or postpartum, but as always ensure that you consult with your doctor and they have the approval of you exercising. So let's get started with a nice easy march. Marching in place, keeping the body nice and tall, rib cage down, core engaged. Each exercise we're going to be completing for 40 seconds and then taking a 20-second rest. So if at any point you need slightly longer to rest, feel free to pause the video. There are going to be 4 supersets in total. So we're pairing up some exercises and we'll be doing 3 rounds. If you're looking for a slightly longer workout, then do feel free to add in additional rounds. Now with this march, just start to roll your shoulders back, loosening up the upper body, and do the same, rolling those shoulders forward. Lovely, let's get that body nice and warm, prepare it for the workout. And as you relax those arms down with a nice soft bend to the knees, we're going to take the arms up overhead and coming out into a low impact jack. Tapping the toes, maintaining that soft bend in the knees, the chest up, the core nice and strong. And if you feel comfortable with the jump, with a slightly higher impact option, you can come into your full jack. Core is still nice and strong. Good. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Bring your feet out a little bit wider than your hips. We're going to come into a little soft bend in the knees, so a little half squat here. Then as we pop back up, we're going to kick your heels back towards your bottom to warm up the fronts of those thighs. At the same time, keeping the shoulders down away from your ears, we're going to bring them just out into the front of the chest. Squeeze with your shoulder blades, warming up into the back as we kick your heel back. Lovely, chest up nice and tall. We're going for 4, 3, 2 and 1. Stay with this wide stance through the legs. We're going to sit our bottom down and back. We're going to come into 10 bodyweight squats just to get ourselves nice and warm. Good. Chest is up tall, breaking at the knee and the hip at the same time. Keeping that core engaged, soft bend in the knees as we get to the top, and 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lovely, nice little easy march in place, keeping that core engaged. We're going to come back out into your slightly wider stance of the legs again. This time that soft bend in the knees, and we're going to lift and reach up overhead. So this time warming up those arms a little bit more, having a nice big stretch here with the arms, but working at a range that feels comfortable for you. Good, really reach those arms. Soft bend in the knees, weight is down in the thighs. Get that stretch through the side of the body here. We're going to keep the legs the same. This time that arm is going to come across the front of the body, twisting through the waist and the rib cage. Nice big extension through the arm, warming up the fronts of those shoulders, and again working at a range that feels comfortable for you. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Lovely. Come into that nice easy march again. Grab yourself some water if you need to. We're going to get into our first set of exercises. For your very first superset, we have your basic bodyweight squat, which you can use either a kettlebell or a dumbbell if you want to add a little bit more resistance there. 40 seconds on, 20-second rest, and we go immediately into our walkout. So that bodyweight squat like we did in the warm-up, bend at the knee and the hip, drive through those heels, squeeze the glutes at the top. You do have an option with a kettlebell here or a dumbbell in either a goblet position or in a sumo squat. The second exercise of this superset, we've got a nice soft bend in the knees, core is engaged, we're going to break at the hip, sit our bottom at down and back. Again, there's going to be a couple of different options here. Walk your hands out into a plank position if you're able to maintain a nice strong core here, keeping the core engaged, rib cage down, and then we descend back by pushing those hips back and walking the hands back up to standing. Your second option here, if you're not comfortable in a plank position, we're going to break at the hip again, bring the hands down to the floor and pop those knees down. So you've got that nice 90-degree bend in the knees, knees in line with your hips, wrists in line with your shoulders, and again you push back, core engaged to bring yourself up to standing. If either of those are not comfortable for you still, we're going to be on all fours here, wrists in line with your shoulders, knees in line with your hips. Particularly if you are pregnant, you're going to tuck the tailbone under, tuck those toes, and when you're ready, lift up into a bear hold and relax back down when you need to, okay? So you can rest at any point during that 40-second break if you need to. So we have your squats, we have your walkouts, 40-second squats, 20-second rest, 40-second walkouts, 20-second rest before we go into the next loop. 3 rounds in total. Get yourself ready for your squats. Feet a little bit wider than your hips. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. Breaking down at the hip and the knee at the same time. Sitting that bottom down and back. Keeping that chest up tall. Core engaged. Mindful of the pelvic floor, so we lift the pelvic floor here. You have the option, of course, to use a kettlebell if you want to make it a little bit tougher, or you can add in jump squats, okay, if you want to get a little bit more power through the legs and get that heart rate up a little bit more. Lovely. 10 seconds left here. Knees follow the direction of your toes, pushing those knees out, getting the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You've got a 20-second rest, and then we're going to go into our walkouts. Whichever option is best for you, okay? We're going in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and break at the hip, bend at the knees. Walk out into that plank if it's comfortable for you. Take your time to walk back, bring yourself up nice and tall again. You've got the options to bring it down onto all fours. If you need to take a little bit of strain off the abdominals, or your option is to simply hold on to all fours, lift the knees and drop when you need to, okay? And you're just repeating that throughout the interval. Good, take your time with these ones. Good, very nearly there. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 40 seconds to rest. Then we go into our second round. So again, you've got your squats. Take your water in this 20 seconds if you need to. If not, just keep the body moving slightly at lower intensity. Get ready for your squat position in 3, 2, and 1. Driving through those heels. Squeeze the glutes. Nice soft bend to the knees at the top. Option is a jump squat, or you've got the option to include some form of weight, whether that be a kettlebell or a dumbbell. Good, nice and strong. Dropping down at a range that feels comfortable for you. So don't try and rush it. We've got 40 seconds, but take your time. We want quality over quantity of reps, okay? Last little push here. Good, chest is up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and your 20-second rest. Remember, pause the video and take a little bit longer if you need it. We're going into our walkouts. So remember those options if you need them. 10 seconds before we go back into it. So you've got to walk out into a full plank, walk out onto all fours, or just hold that bear position. 3, 2, and 1. Break at the hip. Strong through the core, strong through the spine. Ensuring we're holding that plank position nice and strong. You've got your wrists in line with your shoulders. Tailbone is tucked under slightly. Rib cage is down. There's no arching of that lower back. Good. Nice. Really important that that spine is nice and strong, nice and neutral. Even when we come back into that squat position to raise ourselves up, we've got less than 10 seconds. And then we're going to go into our last round for this superset. Lovely. And you're done. 20 seconds to rest. Keep that body moving. Grab that water if you need to. One more time for that squat. One more time for your walkout. And then we're going to take a 4 minutes rest to come into our second round. So squat position. 3, 2, and 1. Descend down. Knees follow the direction of your toes. Remember those options. slightly harder is that jump squat. Just make sure you're comfortable with higher impact exercise. So avoid that one if you are early postpartum or pregnant. Drive through the heels, chest up till we're halfway. Good. Inhale to come down. Exhale, drive, power through those heels. Really working into the glutes. Mindful of lifting that pelvic floor. 10 seconds. Good. Chest up. 3, 2, and 1. You've got 20 seconds to rest. One more time for your walkouts. Again, using whatever option feels best for you. And you can switch between options per round. You don't have to stick to the same option each time. Walkouts in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's finish this one nice and strong. Taking your time. Really mindful of that core. Good. Get this one done. Then you've got a full minute to rest before we get into our next set of exercises. Nice. Good. Very nearly there. We've got 10 seconds. Descending down into that squat nice and strong. Holding that nice strong plank position. Remembering to come down on the knees if you need to. Just holding that bear crawl. Whatever is most comfortable for you. And we're done. Well done. Grab yourself some water. We've got a whole minute to rest here. It's coming into your second set of exercises. We've got your jacks. So just like we did in the warm-up, soft bend in the knees. Higher impact option is to jump out to the side. Lower impact is a tap. And we're going to be pairing that with a lunge. So you've either got a reverse lunge, core nice and strong, stepping the leg back into a nice 90-degree angle here, knees and toes face directly forward, taking your time to drive through the heel. Keep that chest up tall so your head should be in line with the back knee. Higher impact option is your jump squat. So it's an alternating jump squat, okay? Whatever is best for you. Right, let's get ready, okay? You've got 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, starting with your jack, whichever option is best for you. 3, 2, and 1. Good, hands tap at the top. You maintain that soft bend in the knees, rib cage is down, and of course you can do this one as fast or slow as you like. Your lower impact option is that tap, just like in the warm-up, okay? Chest is tall, shoulders down away from the ears. Tap those fingertips all the way at the top. Lovely. Good, keep it going. If you're pregnant or early postpartum, you've got that lower impact option to protect the pelvic floor. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds to rest. You've got that narrow stance in the legs, so knees and toes face directly forward. Core is engaged. You've got your alternating reverse lunge. You can do this one weighted as well if you want the intensity up without the impact, or you've got your jump lunge, okay? Get ready. 3, 2, and 1. Chest is up tall. Nice 90-degree angle in both legs, even with your jump squat, okay? Chest is up, core engaged, rib cage down. You've got the option of weights by the sides if you want to. We can hold it in that goblet position. Now, I wouldn't advise a weighted jump lunge, but you can take it to any intensity that you want to, okay? Nice, keep it going, 10 seconds. Core strong, hips even. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Shake those legs out. Grab some water. Let's get ready for the second round of your jumping jacks. With the jump or without the jump, again, entirely up to you. Get ready for it. In 3, 2, and 1. Soften the bend in the knees. Core is engaged. Mindful of lifting that pelvic floor. Nice. Good. And again, remember at any point you can swap out for the lower impact option. That will save the pelvic floor as well as the knees and the joints if you need to take it easy for whatever reason, okay? Lovely. That's over halfway. Keep it going. Now you can do these ones super fast if you want to really get that heart rate up. Nice. Good, less than 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lunge position, okay? Legs nice and narrow. Chest up tall, with or without weight, with or without the jump. Chest is up, core is engaged. A few seconds left to catch your breath back in 3, 2, and 1. Nice big step back. Head in line with that back knee, driving through the front heel to bring you up. Fabulous. Inhale to come down, exhale to lift. Really working into those glutes as we drive through the heel. Want to take it up a notch, you've got your jump lunges, okay? Just make sure those knees and toes are facing directly forward still. Hips are nice and even. Good. We've got 10 seconds left. And then we've just got one round left of this superset, okay? 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time for each of those exercises. And then we've got 2 supersets left once you get this round done again. Again, that 60-second rest is coming at the end of these 2 exercises. Get ready for your jack. Taking that water if you need to, pause if you need to. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Last time for these jacks. Again, option super fast. Tap it out to the side if you need to. Take whichever option is best for you. Again, it's quality over quantity. Each rep nice and strong. Core nice and strong as well. Lovely. Good. Keep it going. Keep that core strong, less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds to rest. In for those lunges one more time. Get this lot of 40 seconds down and you've only got 2 lots of exercises left. Feet nice and narrow, core nice and strong. Step that leg back in 3, 2, and 1. You've got your lunge here. Good. Remember throwing in that jump lunge if you feel comfortable. If you've still got enough energy, chest is up, core is engaged. We've got a nice 60-second rest at the end of this. Good, halfway there. Nice and strong. Driving through the front heel, really get those glutes working. Lovely. And your very last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze another rep in, and done. Well done. Grab yourself some water. 60 seconds to rest here, okay? Then we go into our 3rd superset. So this time around we have got a surrender into push-ups. So I'll show you your options for your surrender. Nice soft bend in the knees. The bottom breaks, so we stick the bottom down and back, breaking at the hip. We bring one shin down, so imagine left shin, right shin, toes are tucked under. Then that left foot comes back up, right foot comes to standing. Then we alternate it, okay? Right, left, right, through. Alternating throughout. Option if you're not very comfortable on the knees is a nice narrow chair squat, okay? Knees and toes follow the direction, straight ahead in front of the hips. Then we've got your push-up options. So either in a full plank with your arms a little bit wider than your chest. This can be completed on the knees as the elbows travel back, or in a full plank, as long as that core is strong, okay? So let's get ready. Round 1 of your surrender. Let's take that left leg back first, shall we? So core nice and strong, chest up nice and tall in 3, 2, and 1. Break at the hip. Send the left knee back, right knee, left foot steps through, right comes up, then the right comes back, left comes back, right comes through, left. Back to the left, okay, so core strong, hips nice and even. You do have the option of that narrow chair squat, okay? Good, take your time with this one, there's absolutely no rush. Take that left leg back, the opposite. Then I really want you to drive through that front heel to bring yourself up to standing, okay? Using the power of those glutes, keeping the chest up. 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds to rest. Then we're gonna go into our push-ups, okay? Either on the knees, an extension through the body, or you can come up against a wall, okay? It's important that those elbows travel back behind the body and that core is in a nice straight line, okay? Whatever position, in 3, 2, and 1. Hands are slightly wider than your chest. Elbows travel behind the body. Lowering the chest down towards the floor. That core is really important here. Rib cage down. Draw the belly button in. Elevating the arms on a higher surface if you need to. So on like a chair or a sofa. Nice. Inhale to come down, exhale to drive up. Lovely. Good. You can do this in a full plank if you feel comfortable through the core. Again, I would avoid that if you are early postpartum or if you are pregnant. Good. 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds to rest back into those surrenders. Nice soft bend in your knees. Stepping the left leg back first, okay? 10 seconds to go. Lovely. 3, 2, and 1. We break at the hips, sitting that bottom down the back. Left leg, right leg, toes are tucked under. Left leg steps back through. Alternate it, okay? Hips are down and even. Chest is up nice and tall. Core nice and strong. Nice and slow, nice and controlled. Hips are down. You can, of course, do this one weighted if you want to hold a weight plate in front of the body or dumbbells to the side. It's entirely up to you. If you don't want to come into the surrender for the knees, you've got your nice narrow chair squat, okay? We've got 10 seconds left, whichever option you want to use, and then we've got your push-ups. Fabulous. And stop there. Down on the floor, full plank position, resting against a wall or resting against a sofa or a chair if need be. 10 seconds, and then we go into our push-ups, okay? So arms a little bit wider than your chest. The elbows are going to travel back, so they don't come out to the side, okay? They travel back. 3, 2, and 1. Chest down to the floor. Core is engaged, rib cage is down. Nice neutral alignment through your back. So no overarching here. Strong through the wrist, strong through the core. Again, if you do have difficulties with your wrists, that's when you're going to come against a wall, okay? Keep it going, that's halfway. Inhale to come down, exhale to explode up. Get this done, then we've just got one more round. Good. Nearly there, 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds now. Whichever option you need. 3, 2, and 1. Back into your surrenders or your narrow chair squat. One more time, and then one more time for your push-ups, okay? And then just one final superset left after this one. Again, if you feel that you can do a slightly longer workout, please feel free to loop them, okay? Surrenders in 3, 2, 1. Chest is up. Really important, we're really focusing about those hips still. Driving through the heel to bring us back up to standing. Fabulous. Maybe you can use that 20-second rest to grab water if you need to. I would advise just keeping the body moving, just with a nice easy march. Try not to stay completely still. Good. That's just 10 seconds left for this exercise, and then we're coming in to your push-ups. And stop. Down we come. Push-ups one last time. Any option, and again flick between the different options if you need to through this 40 seconds. We're going again. Last time in 3, 2, and 1. Those elbows travel slightly behind the body. Rib cages down. Drawing that belly button in. Exhale on the effort as we drive and press up. Remember your option on the wall if you need to. Out into a full plank position. If you feel strong enough in your full plank, just making sure that core is engaged. That's over halfway. So very nearly there. And we've just got one superset left, okay? Less than 10 seconds. Good, let's finish this one nice and strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, grab yourself some water if you need to. We've got 2 options for your next exercise. So you've either got a bird dog or a dead bug. So I'll show you your dead bug first. You're going to be laying on your back, nice and flat through the spine, so make sure there's no overarch in the lower back. Arms in line with your shoulders, knees in line with your hips, shins parallel to the floor. You're going to drop opposite arm to opposite leg, keeping the rib cage down and ensuring that lower back doesn't arch away from the floor. Your second option is a bird dog. So wrists in line with your shoulders, knees in line with your hips. You're going to be lifting opposite arm, opposite leg, coming in for a crunch if that's comfortable for you, and extending back out. If not, you've just got a simple lift, opposite arm, opposite leg. And that's the option that I'm going to be doing, okay? After your 20-second rest, we have mountain climbers. So again, 2 options for these. If you're comfortable with impacting in a plank position, we hold a plank, we draw the knees in, and we're pumping those knees into the body. If you're not comfortable with that, we come up to standing, arms come out to the side, we're going to twist, lift the knee up towards the chest, elbow down into the side. Again, if you are pregnant, which this is the safer option for you, just avoid too much rotation, okay? So coming in to either your bird dog or your dead bug, get ready for the first round. In 3, 2, and 1. So like I said, I'm coming in to that bird dog. So I'm lifting opposite arm, opposite leg. Because my bump's not very big, I'll be drawing my elbow into the knee, extending the arm, popping back down again. So the same rules apply for the core here, whether you're down on the floor in your dead bug or in your bird dog. You want that nice neutral alignment through your spine. So there's no arching through the lower back. Rib cage is down, core is engaged, and we're stabilising through the rib cage and the hips as well, so ensuring there's no rocking. Less than 10 seconds, whichever option you're choosing. And then we've got your mountain climber or your standing mountain climber. And rest, 20 seconds to rest. And quickly nip you through those exercises. Your mountain climber or the safer option, which is opposite knee to opposite elbow, okay? Really focusing on a nice tall body, core engaged. I'm going to be standing, obviously to protect my bump. We're going in 3, 2, and 1. Slight rotation, obviously keeping the body tall but rib cage down to protect the core. Your harder option is the mountain climber in the plank position, which is suitable slightly later postpartum, as long as you feel strong in that plank position, okay? Lovely. So over halfway, chest is up tall. Those knees, if you can, get them up in line with the hips, tall through the body. Last little push here. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds. Either your dead bug again, so your arms, opposite arm, opposite leg, nice and flat through the back, or your bird dog. You've got 10 seconds, whichever option feels best for you, okay? Let's get ready for that second round in 3, 2, and 1. Really slow and controlled, okay? Whichever option you're using, holding that nice neutral spine is really important. Drawing the belly button in, rib cage is down. There's no arching in that lower back. Good. Nice, that's halfway. Again, I'll show you your dead bug. Nice and flat through the back, draw the belly button in. Opposite arm, opposite leg drops, rib cage is locked down. Good, now this one is suitable before your 12 weeks and postpartum if you're comfortable in the core. 3, 2, and 1. Relax that down. Mountain climber again, either option in your plank position or standing. Going in 10 seconds, guys, okay? Get this one down, and there's just one left to go. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Really draw those knees in. Just again, whichever option, try and get those knees in line with the hips. If you're down on the floor, and again, there's no bump present, you should be able to really draw the knee in. Aim for the chest. Core is strong in both of these options. neutral spine still remains. If you were down in that mountain climber on the floor, your wrist is in line with your shoulders and it stays there, okay? Good, lovely, keep it going. 10 seconds left, and then one final round left. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds, back down on the floor. And then as soon as we've done this round, we'll get into a few stretches and then you are done. But of course, if you want to loop the workout, feel free to add in some more additional rounds. So again, I'm coming on to my bird dog. Come into the dead bug if it's more comfortable for you. Wrists in line with shoulders, knees in line with your hips. 3, 2, 1. Nice straight line, option to draw the knee in towards the elbow. Rib cage is down again in whichever option you're using. Inhale as you extend, good. And we will always want to exhale on the effort. So as you exhale through the mouth, really make that effort to draw the belly button in a little bit more. Pay attention to the pelvic floor there, so lift up the diaphragm, the core, the pelvic floor. Everything works in synchronization with each other, okay? So try not to hold your breath. Holding the breath just creates more internal pressure, which is not good against the core. 3, 2, and 1. One more time for your mountain climber or your standing crunch. So again, just going through the options of your mountain climber, wrists in line with your shoulders, flat through the back, that knee pulls into the body, okay? Standing option, again, you can come up to this one if you don't want to do the mountain climber. 3, 2, and 1. You've got that rotation. That knee comes up. Slight little rotation through the rib cage here, okay? Really important that rib cage is still down. Last little bit of effort here. And then we've got some lovely stretches to finish with. Good. Last little bit here. We're halfway, so 20 seconds left. Good. Good, keep it strong. Mindful of the core. Smiles all around, last 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're down on the floor, please feel free to come up to standing. Grab some water if you need it. Have a nice little march with the legs. Have a little prance around the room, the space that you've got, just to loosen up the body. And once you've grabbed yourself some water, or once you've brought yourself up, relax those arms down, just like we did in the warm-up. Roll your shoulders back. Loosening up the upper body, so a little bit slower pace this time. Really taking the time to slow that breath down. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Reverse the roll, okay? Shoulders come to the opposite direction, loosening up the upper body. Let those arms go nice and heavy. And then as you relax those arms just down by your side, what I want you to do is bring one arm across the body, keep the shoulder down away from the ear. We're going to get a nice big stretch through the front of your shoulder. Stay with a march if you want to. If not, you can stay nice and tall, but do stay with a nice soft bend in the knees. And drop the arm, do exactly the same opposite side. Put it across the body. Perfect. And as you're ready to ease off that arm, we're going to push both thumbs back, squeezing with your shoulder blades to open wide across the chest. Slow that march down to a gradual stop. And then both of those arms are going to come up overhead. As we do so, rib cage is still down. Over to one side for your side stretch. It can be very limiting if you are recovering from C-section or are pregnant. Over to the opposite side. And as you come back into the centre, we're going to let the arms drop down to the side. We're going to come into some lower body stretches. So if you do need to hold on to a wall for stability, go for it. Knees are nice and close together, soft bend in the knees as we bring your heel round towards your bottom. Sit those hips down and get a nice stretch across the front of your quads. So we're going to do all 3 stretches on one side and then move over leg, okay? So we're going to come into our glute stretch. So what I want you to do is bring that foot round now, so your ankle is sat just on top of your thigh. Sit your bottom down and back, hips nice and even. You should get a nice stretch through the side of your bottom here and the piriformis, okay? Good, chest is up, using the wall if you need to for stability. And then we're going to come round into your hamstring stretch, okay? So bring those knees nice and close together, but step that foot slightly ahead of the other. Sit your bottom down and back. Chest is up nice and tall, neutral spine. You should feel a nice stretch through the back of this leg here. Your hands are supporting on that bent leg, but make sure it's the thigh and not directly on the knee. Chest is up. Again, using that breath to slow the heart rate down, in through your nose, out through your mouth. And then we're going to gently bring ourselves back up to standing. Do exactly the same on the opposite side, so knees nice and close. Coming into your quad stretch. Knees are close, heels towards your bottom, soft bend in your supporting leg. And we're going to bring that heel round now onto the top of your thigh. Sit your bottom down and back. In for your glute stretch, stretch across your bottom. Good, sitting right down nice and low, knees out to the side. And we're going to finish off with your hamstring stretch. So bring yourself up tall, knees nice and close, one foot slightly ahead of the other. Sit your bottom down and back. Rest on that supporting thigh. Nice deep stretch across the back of the leg. And when you're ready, bring yourself up nice and tall. Give yourself a good shimmy and a shake. Well done. That is your full body interval workout complete.